Alright, so let's talk about formats really quick. The formats really quick. The standard formats really quick. So, I really like the standard format. That's what I'm going to say. I'm on my way to the venue for Florida Regionals right now. If you coming to Florida Regionals, come and say hi. It's going to be a great time. I commentated Florida Regionals last year and I had a blast. We all remember that. That was probably one of the most hype things I've ever commentated. So, I commentated it last year. I don't think I'll be commentating this year. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be playing this year. Squeaky is going to be commentating. I've been watching his videos a lot, supporting his content. It is really, really good. He's very consistent. I really like it. And, you know, shouts out to him. I think as YouTubers, we need to really support and appreciate one another, regardless of anything. That is very important. And so, yeah, I support all of my fellow Pokemon YouTubers. And so I just wanted to get that message out there. So, other than that, let's talk about the format. So I'm just going to run through the decks really quickly. Volcanion, I like it. I like Volcanion because it is consistent. It has a goal. And it, you know, everything and all the cards kind of work together to reach that goal. Steam Up is an attack, or excuse me, ability like we have never seen before, and I really like that ability, Steam Up. It is very interesting. I like that you can use it on multiple ones that you have in play. I think that Volcanion is going to be the most popular deck played tomorrow simply because it is cheap. And it's easily accessible, it's consistent, players might feel comfortable with it. So I think that the players who are going to do well with Volcanion are the players who have really tested it and tested it and tested it and tested it and are ready for that mirror matchup, in addition to the other matchups that are going to be played. So I do think it is going to be really good. Greninja. A lot of people don't think that you can really play Greninja in Standard, and I'm gonna have to disagree. I think that Greninja is still a good deck in Standard. Some people are saying, you know, Greninja is possibly one of the greatest decks of all time. Now, girl, Greninja is good, but it ain't on no Guardy Gallade type stuff. But I think that it is on its way there. Like, it's already getting the results that it needs. And I think the reason for that is because with Greninja, if you run well, you're going to beat everything and expanded. And now as far as Standard goes, I mean, if you're running hot and you're able to hit a Trubbish before it can go into Garbodor, I guess that is running hot. But in Standard, you have that issue of there not being that much tool removal and Garbodor being in the format. Now, can Greninja beat a Garbodor deck? Yes, I've seen it done. In Standard, I have seen it done. So I think that that's what you would have to consider going in. Like, is it worth it to play Greninja in a format where a Garbodor I can put a tool on my Garbodor and you won't be able to do anything about it, more or less. Like, nothing, you know, in a not simply anyways. Like, there are certain things that you can do, but that would involve running Pokemon that you wouldn't want to run, or cards that you wouldn't want to run. So that's the thing as far as Greninja goes. I like Greninja for the fact that I think that it is one of those decks where it really shows how players' personal choices can really affect their performance. I don't think that you can pick up any player's Greninja and expect to do well with it. You really have to test and build that deck to accommodate your own needs and your own uses. So, for example, like the stadium that you want to choose, whether or not to play level or Ultra Ball. Like, I like Ultra Ball. I think that even in Standard, you should be playing Ultra Ball because I don't want Dead Talonflames in my hand. You play 2 Super Rod. Karen is now in the format. Why aren't you playing Ultra Ball? Like, it gives you so many outs to different things. Late game, you need that to hit that Greninja break, and you pull a level ball, and you're just thinking to yourself, if this is an Ultra Ball, I could have the game right now. So that's what I like about Greninja. I like that it's a deck that can have so many small changes that can really affect a player's performance. So that's what I want to say about that. Mega Mewtwo, I don't think it's going to be as played because it is a bit more expensive to play it, and it's not as accessible to the common player, but I do think it is a very strong deck. I think it has really good matchups I mean, when Mewtwo came out, way back when, it was a powerhouse, and you know, Mega Man Mewtwo is just kind of that Mewtwo on steroids, if you know, if as if that Mewtwo wasn't already on steroids as it was. But the problem with Mewtwo is, you know, and my friend told me this a long time ago, when I was asking them about relationship advice. I was like, you know, my man, he's, you know, he's been hurting me. I don't know what he's doing. You know, I'm starting to get concerned. And my friend told me, he said, the only way to beat a psychic Pokemon is with another psychic Pokemon. Now, totally didn't mean that, you know, what it really means. But you get what I'm saying. My friend was like, you know, you got to go tit for tat when it comes to situations like this. Now, was that the best advice? Maybe not. But hey, that's how it works in Pokemon TCG. The only way to beat a psychic Pokemon is with another psychic Pokemon. And right now, we have Mew. I think it is Fates Collide, the one that can use the attacks of Pokemon off your bench, or is it Steam Siege? I don't know. It's either one of those. We have that Mew. And then we also have Mew EX that just got reintroduced into the format. And so those Pokemon can copy Mewtwo's attack or copy an attack of another Pokemon in play and just knock out your Mewtwo's very easily, depending on the attack that it copies. Like, let's say, for example, it copies a Glaceon in a deck like that. You know, Mewtwo can't really respond to it. Let's say if you can, I don't know, can you attach Clefleys to Mega Pokemon? I mean, to Pokemon EX? I think you can, maybe, I don't know. But let's say you attach a Klefki to it. I don't know if you can or not, but you wouldn't be able to attack next turn, you know, if Mew was in a deck concerning that. So those are some big deals when it comes to playing Mewtwo. But other than that, you do play Garb, so you can stop those abilities from Mew. So I think that Mewtwo is a cute play. If Mewtwo was a more popular deck, I think I would have a better idea of what I was playing tomorrow. But being that I don't know how popular Mewtwo is going to be, I'm still, you know, kind of unsure. Alright, so moving on from Mewtwo, let's go into Rainbow Road. I do like Rainbow Road. I think, you know, anything with Xerneas, it's like, girl, sign me up. I love that Pokemon. And he's just been so good. Like, oh gosh, they just love printing good Xerneas. So I do like Rainbow Road. I like it a lot. I think that it might not be in this format, at least. I don't know if it's the most consistent thing in the world, but it is that. I think it's the best non-EX, well, the best deck with an attacker that is not a non-EX. Let's, you know, let me get it together. You can attach a experience share if you play that version. Some people like to play it with the Fighting Fury belts, which gives it so much more HP. It makes it harder to knock out. Almost up there with an EX. I really do like the Rainbow Road deck. I think that it is going to be something to consider. I think it has a great Volcanion matchup because you're not exchanging those, you know, you're going 2 for 1 on the prize trade. So I do really like the Xerneas deck. Would I play it tomorrow? Yes, but girl, y'all, look, my cards got stolen and I had to, you know, get something together to play for tomorrow, and Xerneas has a huge price tag on it. Like, I think a playset might be around $50 or $40 for a rare. Girl, I'm not trying to be cheap, but girl, yeah, you know, like, most players don't even pay for cards as it is. You know, you have that one friend that buys everything, and then you just kind of, let me get one of those for this tournament. Let me get one of those. I'm gonna give it to you after the tournament's over, girl. And with Xerneas, I don't want to go to my friend and be like, let me get that deck. Even though people do it. People do it. They do it. They do it. Alright, so I do like Xerneas. And then we also have Scizor. I would not play Scizor, being that Volcanion is the most popular deck right now, in my opinion. And people say that Scizor can beat Volcanion. I believe it, but not if you're playing a Volcanion player that knows what they're doing, and not in a goddamn 2 out of 3. Girl, you got like fucked up. I don't believe it. Like, not in a 2 out of 3. You ought to beat me with Scizor when my baby Xerneas can steam up 3 times and knock you out while attaching 2 of those energies that I just steamed up to 2 of my bench Pokemon. No, I wouldn't play Scizor. Now, you do have Garbodor and Scizor, but is that enough to save you from that ass whooping that Volcanion's gonna give you? No. Now, girl, meanwhile, I'm talking all this junk about Scissor. Girl, what if I play Volcano tomorrow and I lose? But no, I don't really think that Scissor would be the smartest play. Even if you are confident in your Volcanion matchup, who wants to play a bad matchup all day? Even if I was confident in my bad matchup, when you're confident in a bad matchup, that means I'm confident enough. If I play it once or twice, I might lose one. Probably might win one. Being confident in your bad matchup does not mean, well, girl, if I play that bad matchup all day, I think I can beat him. No, honey, it's still a bad matchup. That's why it's called a bad matchup. So as far as Scissor, I wouldn't play it personally. But I think that it is a great anti-meta deck outside of Volcanion. I think it does really good against the rest of the meta. So if you can dodge Volcanions, which would kind of be like trying to dodge ice. Trying to just dodge hail in a hailstorm. I guess that, you know, if you're the Flash and you can run that fast and dodge it, I guess you should play it. So that's my opinion on Scissor. Now, Mega Ray, a lot of people say it's not that good. I think that it looks decent on paper. I haven't really seen Mega Ray in play, and maybe that's because it's bad. I don't know. I think that it looks good enough on paper, so we'll just have to see as far as tomorrow. I think that Mega Ray is one of those decks that has a poor late game, and then you have Parallel City, which is kind of like, if you get Parallel City, then you're playing Mega Ray. That's kind of scary. But then, you know, we do have Skyfield and we do have Karen now, so you probably could recover from that. But at that point, once your damage has kind of been reduced to 90, you know, if you're hitting for 90 for 2 turns with Mega Ray instead of that at least 180, you might be in some trouble. Mega Ray is also weak to lightning, which could come up some during the tournament. So as far as Mega Ray, I think the jury is still out for the most part. I think Parallel City is such a crippling card for your deck that can be so easily teched into so many different things that a lot of players might not want to deal with it. So those are just my thoughts on Mega Ray. Isn't it sad that I just already kind of knew where the venue was? They had posted where the food spots were going to be, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I know exactly what hotel this is. I think my friends had a party here one year, and my friends had gotten into a fight outside. So I'm about to pull it in now. I think I covered most of the big ones: Greninja, Volcanion, Mega Mewtwo, Rayquaza, Rainbow Road. As far as other decks that might be played tomorrow, there are some SDs and things like that, but I don't know how confident people will be. Like, you know, that Superior deck, which is cute, but again, Volcanion. We have Vespiquen, which could be pretty decent. We have Karen in the format now, but with Karen, I think is a card that's kind of like, it's removed the Vespiquen out of the format, and the threat of it removes the Vespiquen out of the format, but I don't think players are really going to play it unless it really benefits your deck. I don't think people are going to play it simply as a counter card. So, you know, other than that, you know, if Karen wasn't, I think Vespiquen would have been a cute play. But again, Volcanion, like, you would have to play an insane amount of Vaporeon in order to solidly win against Volcanion. And even then, I think it's still something that you got to be really careful when you're playing against it. Girl, look at all these Pokemon players in this card. Yes, ma'am, bitch. Yes, girl, we are at a time. This gets me in the mood when you see about 6 players in one card. Y'all done had a 6-hour drive. Yes, get to this tournament. Okay, so I'm about to go into the venue. I hope you enjoy like this, you know, pre-regionals talk. I don't think any of my friends are there at the venue, but if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you didn't like this video, I hope you exited it. You know, I'm sure there are people that probably might have disliked it before they even hit play. As if you could do that, but I'm sure they do it. But I'm just saying, you know, please subscribe, please like. I will continue to give you guys content because that's what I'm here for. I just feel like Pokemon is a game in which we should have so much more content, and we do not. So as much content as I can give you added to the content you already get, I'm gonna do it. All right, have a nice day. Yes, Miss Doubletree.